He said they had an Islam marriage and Islam wedding or marriage. So, with that being said, there is no marriage certificate. And I think I want to talk about Dreka Gates and Kevin Gates. And, Spirit gave me this download a long time ago when it comes to Dreka Gates. Dreka Gates is not who y'all think that Dreka Gates is. And, I seen a video of him yesterday where he was basically explaining, like, she was a manipulator, she stole money, etc., etc. And the amount of people that was in the comments talking about, you could never make me hate Dreka, I'm Team Dreka, she held you down. Okay, but just because somebody held you down and helped you start your career, does that really mean that you have to suffer or like you have to like be with them for the rest of your life when they are no good for your nervous system or no good for you? Like, y'all don't be making sense. And it shows, because that's why a lot of us stick in relationships that are no good for us, and you stay longer than you're supposed to stay because of loyalty or because you're a ride or die chick. That shit needs to end. And I'm going to explain something to you. I don't follow Dreka. I've never really cared for her energy, because even before they broke up, Spirit gave me a download about her and was like, she's not what people think she is. And I've always gotten conniving, manipulative, and she's one of them sneaky people. She has sneaky energy. She's one of them people that sneak and do things behind your back that you have no clue that they're doing because of the pretty face and the pretty body. You think that this is a perfect person, and it's not. And it's just so hilarious how you can paint a picture and people believe the picture, but what's truly in the inside is not what the picture is. And that's a fact. And the thing about it is, too, is Dreka, I've never really supported anything that she doing. It's so crazy because we're not similar, but we kind of follow the spiritual path, and you would think that one would like want to like follow her and kind of see what she's doing. I've never did that because I know that what she shows is not who she really is. And that's because I feel energy. And I get it. A lot of people don't have my gift, and I understand it, but I'm here to break this down to you. She's very sneaky. She's very conniving. Anyone that cheats with their trainer while with the person that's paying for the trainer and paying for your lifestyle, that's a dangerous person. You don't care. Like, you think that you're so slick that you can get away with anything. That's what type of person she is. And when he is saying that he kept them kids and all that stuff, and then everybody was like, well, why does she deserve his money when she's had access to his money? I don't understand why y'all think feels like she deserves access to his money when she has had access to his money all this time. And according to him, she stole money to start a business. And to be honest, I can kind of see that to be very, very, in Spirit is like, that is very true. And that's why the business did not last, because you started it with false money that was not yours, false allegation, a rocky foundation. And I told y'all about foundations and about how you start things with a solid foundation, and they're showing me that it was not solid from the get-go because it wasn't her money. And the thing about it is, the whole situation is, when he's saying he had his kids for 2 years, it said he's not telling a lie. And this is why, if you go back to the videos, I've always followed Kevin. If you go back to the videos, he showed the kids. He didn't show them a lot, but he showed his kids interacting with kids. Dreka hasn't showed them kids in a very long time. And at first I thought it was because she didn't just want to show her kids. No, it's because she doesn't have the kids. He's had the kids. So for her to act, this is the thing in the energy that the download the Spirit gave me. He said they had an Islam marriage and Islam wedding or marriage. So with that being said, there is no marriage certificate. And I think once she realized that, she was like, well, I got to make up something because I got to get some money out of this situation. And y'all have to think about it. And then Spirit gave me also a download when they first broke up back in, he said 2020. I don't really know, but he said 2020. When they first broke up, and I seen some videos of her come on my For You page or something, the spirit was like, she's going to milk the Gates name as long as she can. As long as she can milk the name and carry the name, she's going to milk it. That's why everybody was like, well, why they having divorce? Why they having divorce? They having divorce because she's holding on to the name, because she know that with just Dreka, she's not Dreka Gates. No longer Dreka Gates, that she can't hold on to that name, that it doesn't hold as much power as it does as Dreka Gates. I'm going to just leave that there, because I know it's going to be some silly person in the comments saying something crazy about that, but he said they had an Islam marriage, which means there is no marriage certificate in the American courts. So that means there is no divorce to be had. And that's why she is going along with this. Spirit is giving me something. Sorry. That's why she is going along with this. And on top of that, my thing is, the whole thing is about it is that you should have divorced him a long time ago if you really wanted to get rid of him. But you didn't. And that's because it's not a real man. To my knowledge, there's no certificate. So that's why she didn't divorce the man, because she can't divorce the man, because in the American courts, they're not legally married. And here's the thing, too, about the whole situation. She held on as long as she could. The only reason why she has all of a sudden come out with who she's messing with, because they say that they got a picture of her, I think Ty Dolla $ign, I think that's who it is. I don't know. I can't really remember. The only reason why she's coming out now is because she see how happy he is. She see the difference in his demeanor and his energy around the woman that he is with now. Now, let me explain to you something what Spirit gave me along when he first started showing her, and I saw them on live interacting, and I saw both of their energies, and I'm reading it, and I'm speaking on it, and I mean, Spirit is speaking on it, and I'm gonna tell y'all what Spirit told me. That little girl, and I'm calling her a little girl because I don't know her name, and I apologize. I have to figure out her name or get her name. But anyways, that little girl is healing his soul. She is healing parts of him that have been hurt by love, that have been hurt by people who have hurt him when it comes to love. Because you can tell that Kevin is a lot softer. He's not yelling at the phone. He's not talking and screaming at the phone. He's not, now, again, he can get rowdy. I'm not saying that, but if you notice his last couple of videos and the things that he's speaking of in his new music, he's a lot softer. And that is because this young woman is healing his soul. And that's very important. She's also healing his nervous system. Because let me explain to y'all something about a nervous system. When your nervous system is out of whack, you are rowdy. You are eager to be upset. You are eager to cuss people out. You are raw all the time at the smallest things. You are getting upset. And if you notice, I read energy. His energy is a lot calmer. He is a lot softer. And that is because, and I'm just going to say it, Dreka messed up his nervous system. And y'all want to say, well, Dreka was his peace. No, Dreka wasn't his peace. That's why he was doing all that yelling. That's why he was doing all that screaming. That's why, because y'all don't see the things that go on behind closed doors. And that's where y'all mess up at, by taking sides. And it's just so funny. Because like I said, the energy that I'm getting from him now, his energy is a lot softer. It's a lot lighter. It's a lot calmer. He is turning into the man that he was meant to be. And that's just all I'm going to say about that. I wish Kevin Gates the best. And yeah, I'm saying, like, I don't really see this going too good for Dreka. They're saying no. I don't see this going too good for Dreka in court. The reason why they're saying it won't go too good for her in court is because he has proof that he had those kids. The period of time that he's saying he had those kids. On top of that, y'all are saying that she is basically saying that she has no money, etc., etc. But baby girl, you got a farm. He bought you a farm, or y'all bought a farm he bought you a farm. He bought you land. You live a good, lavish life. So my thing is, you have all these animals, you have that. So why don't you sell your produce? Why don't you sell your eggs? Why don't you, he bought you a farm. You know how much money you can make off of a farm? Especially these days and time, and you're a black-owned farm. Come on, man. Now, I don't know what's all on her farm. I don't know what's all on her land. I don't know what type of animals on her land, etc., etc. However, you have all of this. So how are you broke? I'm confused. No, what it is, she see that man is happy finally because she knew the whole Raina situation, what that was just bogus, that was just BS. Just BS. Like, just BS. That's just him playing in her face, basically. But anyways, but she sees his energy is completely different. She sees he's happening. All of a sudden, she wants to come out and say who she's dating. She's never exposed who she was dating. And to the energy that I'm getting, she's been dating for a couple of years now. She's been dating people. She's been seeing people. She's been doing her thing behind the scenes. That's why everybody was like, he doing her so wrong. But what about what she's done? What about what she's done? She cheated on the man. And I'm not excusing anyone, and I'm not saying Kevin is perfect. So let me say that. I'm not saying he's been perfect in a relationship, but she cheated on the man with the trainer. And there has been other men after that. So y'all could dismiss me with that. That whatever y'all don't, just like, she's not perfect. And the thing that nobody's perfect, but she is not who y'all think she is. They're saying manipulative and conniving and sneaky. She's one of them sneaky women. And I'm just going to leave that at that. And I am loving the new Kevin that I am seeing. Like I said, he's much calmer. His nervous system seems to be very relaxed around this new young woman. And that is very, very important when you are in a relationship. Your nervous system has to be regulated. That's why he goes to the beach often. And that's why it's a video of him a long time ago. I think one back in 2020, 2021, where he was like, I had to get all that mess up off of me. And y'all thinking he talking about other stuff. He talking about Dreka. Because y'all just don't know the mess that he has went through behind closed doors that he don't even speak of. Y'all be blessed. If you don't know who I am Lovely Lotus AC. I am an intuitive spiritual life coach. I am also a spiritual intuitive reader. Y'all be blessed.